Ebusia Saturday 26 April 2025. Any year Pope Francis na ye e wo Rome. Me ye video beside the Magraheb family. Say Magraheb nko Rome ni bia na mo se ane. So what did I do? I decided to go to Rome. For you guys, and I'm in my Mr. Nia Fra Baye near Rome. Mr. Zeze was near Swan for. Okay.
Look into my look into my
So this video is going to tell you about what we saw, what we went through, and no man, I mean, yes, was some of it shown with TV. So
St. Peter near mine what will be also my name wicked.
Williams on the first pope of the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Going to Rome, Nabusia, it was not cheap, even though some way Italy. Yeah, I think on transportation alone, we spent over 1,000 euros. From Brescia to Rome is about 4 hours by train. Tia decided to say the Italian fast train back on Italo, Abusiana de Beco. So that Saturday morning around 6 a.m. and a first train and a cocoa drew Rome, I think around 10:37 or so. The day before the Saturday, which was Friday, number who video and I suggested a month one will Rome in your month for a month one even a more track Pope Francis body.
What I'm about to show you is only one half of one line to get in to see the body of Pope Francis this morning at 7 a.m.
Another lane in states, no, na man for person. So the funeral itself, no, be get that much people there. So the time na bedroom room, no, I was saying to be fine. The train here drew Rome train station and rush to the bus stops and a baby bus to the St. Peter's Basilica. Baby, Pope Francis a year no. You go drew bus stop wa. Omo notice ya boho. Say bus me nu na call that St. Peter's Basilica no. And yet audit no mo say Pope Francis funeral. April 26, line 64 service suspended from start of service until the end of the funeral ceremony. And the same applies to bus 40. So I don't know at least a day before. Send a bayer na get it to the St. Peter's Basilica on early morning by Anyanesa. Nti free bus stop and a coco pay taxi and a drop way. Nti taxi driver ninya die drew St. Peter's Basilica area hona no kire say yen ko ni sen ye drew an yen fa ha sa entrance ni betimi awuram. That entrance right now no more close no for a month for a but upie dia obetimi for wapi and I'm redirect here say a second entrance. You could do second entrance or that same story. You got third entrance. You could do third entrance here. Same story. As a matter of fact, all the entrances here cost St. Peter's Basilica no more close in our minds, you spend over 1,000 euros on just tickets alone to go see this and give you guys first-hand experience of how a normal city rather than what a more projecting and as a musho on TV in a but right now we can't enter. Well, every entrance and exit be your medical assistance, ambulance, your carabinieri, Italian other police services, your actual police for your penitentiary police, your capital police. I don't even know say your penitentiary police. But I was here. They were all there. So you can mess up. You can do Ghana tactics and run in. You can't even bribe people to go in. You can do anything. If there's a ultimate room, you can try and find a different entrance. But again, every entrance is blocked. At some point, the crowd again say Roman for no more heavy or more than 1% man for BM in the kind. But later, the article from BBC say Nipa no more well over 400,000.
Last weekend saw Pope Francis laid to rest after a funeral that brought together politicians, royalty, and 400,000 mourners.
400,000 people were there. So it was a nightmare for the ambulance services in any first aid in the account. If that be happening, that's way too many. That's part of the reason why it's close to all the exits. Which at least makes sense. But what they did and they amazing, they say no much screens all around those areas here. somewhere at the St. Peter's Basilica, and they been so Santa Maria Maggiore, but be a Coco see a Pope. And I think there's some sports also across town.
Maybe I heard in the eye of the yes, Suprano,
They foresaw, say, Nipa Bebuso, Ntine so muye way, Ntine sa Obana se went to me room crana. At least this will be some kind of a consoling factor. Even though, again, that is not what we went there to do. Young go see a TV. But what can we do? You could not watch a visa. But time I TV na services na ekosono. We saw people say they were also trying to get in. Almost deny or more access. So it wasn't like because of Yenti or Mama room, but because of the time, no, it's a place in Agasawaye, man.
Get in here, it's an impossibility right now.
Maybe I heard to know.
Just TV so.
If you saw the videos no online and then on TV, you can clearly see St. Peter's Basilica. No? It's a very big place. I can't say Vatican. That is Vatican. It's a very seriously big place. Nasa why ma and then it was a nipe guano and you nipa ketwa. And again, nipa never outside or men team room no. We're even way more than nipe team room. And when I missed the can say, go be best. Second year jina TV the mwa. Ntinka yen ko ba bi o mu besie no. At that time no mo ye church service no. Ntine say you go do what dia. So mo the pope funu ne ba at least you be hu no during that part no they say. And I'm say kojo, Davida. That's not what we came here to do. Or see. Ya masi e ba behwe ba bi e ne kwa kwhye ba se ba behwe se no musi ya yere ne e kai ka won nya bia ka kira amanfo. Nti ye ntwen na at some point no on be ma ya wuram.
The amanfo ni free no. Ye hwese betimi get entrance into the basilica right now because they did more €1,000 to Maha. And then they come and tell us, say, oh,
needless to say, they didn't let us in.
We will fight and then be popular within the Roman circles. Position Ben happy. Cardinals. And
I knew Mukosu, your Musum na, a drew baby or Muribi Biano, and on there can say Pope Francis and Russ in Peter's Basilica inside her. And what the Ram say, okay, she say, dear, or Maria Diano, into the Mobiatum, into the young Quadian Kunkurum. Again, they didn't let us in because still, Nipane were way too many, says, O Maya Kokahua, M1 woman. And then Mama Nipa Baku, definitely other people also will want to enter. What I say, and that will be chaos, and they didn't want that. Even after some more services, you caught this entrance, you must see there be that. You caught this entrance at there be that. You caught nothing there, you can't see we are you. And then you decide it's okay. Then let's go to Babia or Muboka Kosiden because this side, already now, or my prom, but still they are not letting us in. Anybody wants to know with the Pope or to come more than they call Krada. So which means that you call Temake, Benya shorts and then you can't home. Ya cousin say, ya am free anthem. And about the time you do want to know with the Pope or Kwaku Rim Dada. Ninja need to screen so. Are you ready, Yami? Ah, Pope Francis, the assembly. And like I was saying, this time around, now to be conquer concert to be out because aside Pope Francis, I had learning state, there were serious world leaders, so they don't also want any bad thing to happen at Pope Francis because President Trump no, Zelensky no, Italian president no, and so many people, including even France president. So the security that day, I gotta tell you, they weren't fucking around. Because but so what could be a see Pope Francis no da? Ube who say one year open place here, at least cars near more moon room, nipa there is likely some bit more room. So you decided say beko. Now going there no, you nim bus here they ko. And now also near taxi sports, like I say we for taxi. So we had to walk. We walked for over I think 45 minutes or so to that place.
45 minutes later, we are here. Pope Francis or that. Kopim say yes, beba no bese.
You go come and see media houses. It's just a media house upon media all around the world were there. Talking about CNN, talking about DW, talking about just a ZDF, a whole lot of them. Many, hey, media challenge. And I'm saying, okay, so media houses be bracing on hard here. Then obviously, you know, Ghana's your representation. Team started some GTV for.
We came to Rome to see baby at the Papa Francesco. I didn't never call that. Baby, I was right now at that place. Me buy a media house over hundreds. Just a Magraheb who GTV wa ha. And I'm not who I meant to say. Ghana boy to mama GBC GBC correct. Want mama or want mama ha. What is the reason? From my GTV for me home. And
Abuja didn't show up. As a matter of fact, no traditional media house from Ghana showed up. Yeah.
Abuja, let me show you the view now. Okay, so right now, here Papa Francesco, here near friend Santa Maria Maggiore or Santa Maria Major. For Brofo Fono. Which I seen before no more cruise to na. We have video no on TV so out who say hey, and you had the Papa Francesco by ya. You ni free in the car no of his head in the room. A man for Henina no. Obia ne a block obia. Se say ni bia tum so bia ntimemra. Na fe the main dine basically. But still obeying war now to say na the offense and on the Ajagurajah. A police force still here and we say no be joke, no be joke.
I'm saying, the Roman Catholic Church or Ghana, Muska Bebe, and want me and sponsor even one journalist. So go tell the story. At least in represent Ghana. Because keep in mind, Cardinal Peter Taxon, Onoka Cardinals are this time around, you better almost what by Subi. And likely so bet me about the next potential pope. And we didn't even have a representation from the home country to come and cover what was happening. Come on. Come on.
An expert in sacred scripture and the first cardinal from Ghana, he received his red hat from Pope John Paul II in 2003.
But the media houses there, no, they were reporting about no man happening. They were talking to people around, and you know, some of them they were asking questions. How I know who Pope Francis, you know, even Mystic interview at some point.
So I don't know exactly what he said, but I know that whatever he said was complete bullshit. Yeah, he didn't even believe it. Now I can see an interview. Zoko International. Then how can get any bizarre?
Beside me say then a minimum for a Papa Pope on a church and so minimum maybe brain poor for a minister.
Okay.
Or promotion.
Nina na brofo.
And obisam say first time or by or call Lampedusa,
yeah.
No, some say I mean because my show movie nena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
this is okay. We're going to come brofo and pick us.
Brofo na meka. Opa munko BBC. Ko BBC am all streets.
For you now so brofo nye.
E me brofo you fucking.
O brofo nye.
You fucking. Ko you brofo ma you go BBC.
Okay, so what can you tell us about Papa Pope?
What do you want me to tell you about Papa Pope?
But still, no one could enter inside the building to see exactly where Pope Francis, you see it in the because so all the people outside no enter, and that will be chaos. Until some find a way and a timer properly no betting. But the next day, who baby I see Pope Francis no. Na ya training naso Francis in Latin, which is Franciscus. So I have footage of the funeral, how simple the funeral car transport on how simple it was. I'm Dodge B and then two small cars actually. Imagine you know some of the other world leaders are big cars upon big cars, but with Pope Francis. When you now show how simple he was as a person. One national, he was the Deben Pope of our time. Nothing, just the name was. But after everything, one crazy story be one line they say Pope Francis now you 340,000 euros each year. Each month to be a scanner was about 28,300 and something. But you see Pope Francis the bank account scanner them was 100 euros, which means is Nisika onya ye nyina during 11 to 12 years I know ye pope no ɔde ne nyinaa kyekyɛ hiafoɔ ne mmɔborɔhufoɔ ne ne ɛkeka ho wɔ Ghana na nka ɔnyɛ sika sei na nka wawu a kɛbɛka kyerɛ ne sɛ wammɔ bra but Roma yɛasɔre no a whole different thing altogether and to become a pope no yɛse ɛnyɛ ade ketewa saa a very lonely job. He didn't just talk the talk, he also walked the walk.
Time what you say no one kyerɛ sɛ you be a ɔno no wanya ne ho
Dabi
na wo nya fi wo nya fi no ba be akɛse sem bia ne ade
and be very simple
straightforward.
Yes, ya man tema me da hanti no at me at the end of the day
unim next na menti ase GTV for amma.
Oh Ghana
now what the possibility to live lavishly at least na dan yanko betinem no big building na eke kan no pibia e be ya ma no Roman Catholic Church Abuja Vatican, the smallest country in this world, no, which is still in Italy. No. Abuja, some bank alone no, control over 6 billion euros. That is not small thing. Ntinanka adiebianka pope here no, na gombeti mi ayama no. But pictures of the bedroom by, and I'm like, me kura wa jam kura me na ha. Because a one bedroom with a simple bed, it doesn't even show say. Ni board that dining room near pope.
Yeah, na clean up crews so we actually. Come on, you know.
Dear war Santa Maria Maggiore Hokakra she actually wasn't happening, no. And as in your dear back to St. Peter's one, but nany pabre. Until you call back to our Airbnb instead. And then and you remember Hokakra, you call St. Peter's Basilica to see how the layout in the city. You go through and this time around, no, nothing was actually happening. So I'm my room. Dear room no near how I was city, how the setups and divisions and I gotta tell you, me appreciated the fact is on my young room because based on how I was it here, what him yeah, man. I get it.
Look at the place. The place is like divided into sections. Hey, sing Nipa Bigina, Nipa Binumba. So if 400,000 people came here, how exactly were we expecting to get in when we reached here around 11 a.m. I watched a little bit of my interview or one of the TV stations and they available Santa Maria Maggiore, maybe a sea pope no. Also by half 4 a.m. and up 4 a.m. So that means if we truly wanted to be here and then be in the midst of this, even the day before and wait in line. And I wasn't ready to do that. Roman for we're not ready to do that.
So that small videos be here and there, but now your intent and said the next morning, you know, before I say about leave Rome because we left Rome, you know, the next day. Your best go back to St. Peter's Basilica whenever they have my proper video, daytime video to properly let you understand how enormous that place is. You know what I'm talking about. But we couldn't go because the next day was Sunday. And that Sunday, you know, say massive mass was going to happen. How much church service? So there was no way they beat me up that morning, you know. And we also now see for a train back to Yefie.
Was yeah, Vatican, no. Only St. Peter's Basilica, no. Only Zoom no. So me just say hey, saying another programming of everything was happening, and then this is baby. Now we say. Pope no now die for the amount for Kohokosheno, Moye Neji, all the Cardinals and the big people from the Roman Catholic Church, no more the archbishops and then the bishops and then and then Osheka is saying now, hey, and then living legends for no one and two. So this was the place I know we were fighting to even get in. What when you share no what was that a tent to be honor? That tent from that tent to be an was like 7 minutes walk. There is no way we were able to even get close or near anywhere. And this is also the place. So, Charlie.
So, like I said, you're calling other videos. AB and me posting on Magraheb Extra YouTube channel also. So keep an eye out for that one.
Every statue here is one of the saints from the Roman Catholic. I think their beliefs, past stories. Every single one. A saint, and it's like they are guiding the Vatican City. Every single one, including this building. You see, that's a head and it's not highlighted, but everyone, and it goes around here. It comes here. Oh, bacho. Oh, hey,
tired. But coming Wednesday, May 7th, 2025, and at the conclave, Eba started. And then they say Cardinals, Roman Cardinals, and Pennyphone in Eba Beshia, Aquaco elected the new Pope. And when you be with the new Pope, our Baba to Pope Francis Jumaso. I'm not Roman Catholic, but let's hope say Ebenya Pope or Jini Nipa or Jini Hiafone Mobrofo. Are you open to everybody like Pope Francis? Whoever gets the job next, that person will have very big shoes to fill. May God have mercy on that person in his soul.
I don't win a boom 8 times after say Pope the force I did bono.
Now I'm not going to ask, say, hey, be a mobile person, me call Roman, because I won't go. Me call Roman conquer Henry C. Inside Mosaka bear thousand, Dabi. Sabo see I'm a boy, and the gravel I'm a pesca go to ya.
If I tell you, say, you buy a new move, but still, we are nowhere close to where the actual building is. I'm not kidding.
But you know what funny thing? President Trump was your Benya Kwanum na next Pope.
Pope? I'd like to be Pope. That would be my #1 choice.
Trump will say he would like to be Pope. Pope Francis, no here for no actual or nipa. Trump is the complete opposite of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, enough with the white smoke. It's me, I've just been elected the most tremendous Pope maybe ever to walk the earth. At least that's what people are saying.
And if Trump becomes Pope, we all dead. I saw a guy kind of a skit be about that Trump elected to be the Pope.
I won by a landslide. You know, St. Peter, he was a great guy, but he never polled quite as I did with the evangelicals.
Who's your guy and the mannerism, they have a and then the actions, and it's like Trump.
The body of Trump. The body of Trump. The body of Trump.
Some Trump keka. When it comes to elections, we saw when on the Bill Clinton wife contested here on Joe Biden.
We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. I'm gonna be the next Pope of the Catholic Church.
Now, the amount Trump quine. Some lame a Pope. We ask the President of US and also the Pope of the world.
I hereby decree that we're adding new commandments. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not indict me. Very unfair. Commandment number 12, thou shalt build a wall around the Vatican City to keep the fake prophets out. You know who you are.
That guy no heard that video and he didn't John Walsh. Ubetimi checking it out on Instagram.
Your Holiness, how do you think you won this election?
Well, quite frankly, everyone should have seen this coming. I was polling very high in the swing churches, dominating in Bethlehem, Ohio, and of course, Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
I was on the video, no. You elected a new pope. We'll talk about it. If yeah, we'll do a second video to this one. When you don't know what, maybe we'll comment section as well. Tap send. Then numero uno. Mobile app. We should be just send this car command. Don't for Ghana. So Italy, Germany, Europe, USA, even Dubai. Now person send this car the brand of Ghana. App where so you should tap send. Kwa Apple App Store and Google Play Store na kwa download right now for 2 phones. Because how they send this car command of phobia. Yanti we levy. Exchange rate in Wasro is fast, it's secure, it's all the good things and mouth trouble. Almost security a top notch. And I first time I could download the app now use the send this car. Ubo code Magraheb Shema. Depending on baby I want. You better see a choska. I'm at the ska was sending on. There was just only starting use to tap sender. Make conform our net. If you know more mobile wallet, I was your bet me load do no with ska. It's a time so say send this kind of command for Ghana. Na nyafe na be connected to bank. Dabi. Oh tap wallet no. The fast na is what send ko. Tap send the abusia mean can form enough. This is when you see tap send ya. Ko Apple App Store and Google Play Store na ko download no right now.
Tap send. Papa no.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Till we meet again abusia. Adios.